Hey guys, it's Tuesday and hopefully you're seeing this video on Tuesday when it's going up. You may, or maybe you haven't noticed, I've been trialing some more vlog style videos recently because I've been toying with the idea of doing 2 videos a week. I know a lot of you have asked for it and I have tried it at points, but with the renovations being always so hectic and everything being in a mess, I've never fully been able to commit to it, and I must admit I'm not now, but I'm hoping to do a few more towards the end of the year and hopefully carry it on into the new year. And I really enjoy these more chilled videos, so hopefully you guys do too. Actually, it's Friday today and it's 3 o'clock. I have just been editing this room reveal, the green room. I love that I can now call it the green room instead of the red room reveal. So it's kind of late in the day, so I think it will be a bit of an evening vlog, and then I'll also pick you up and a vlog tomorrow. But what I really wanted to start off with is showing you around this room, because every time I do a reveal video I have this same issue where I start putting together the video and then I feel I have to cut out so much and I haven't been able to tell you guys what I fully wanted to be able to tell you, else you'll be watching, well actually, it was 6 hours worth of footage that I went through, so quite a lot, and it would have been far too much talking. I think you would have got very bored throughout it, so I thought that I'd pick you up today and kind of show you the room. It has been so nice because I'm actually using the room, so I'll show you. I mean, I've already made it a bit of a mess, but it's like my little safe haven. I don't know what it is, maybe partly because it is super warm, and in all honesty I don't think I've left the room, apart from in the evening when Ollie gets home, since it was done a few days ago. I've like had my breakfast in here, I've done my work in here, I've had my lunch in here. Yeah, it's probably not great, but anyway, let me show you why I made some of the decisions in the end, and fully what it's looking like, where I got everything from, and so on. First up, the room now has its door, so this is the original one that we got dipped, and like many of our doors, still doesn't have a door handle. But I promise you we will get around to that sooner than some of our other ones. So you come in and I mean, on camera it looks much closer than it is, but actually there's quite a lot of space in the room, more than I was expecting. I think the bed fits really nicely in this gap, but it is tight. It's plenty easy enough for me to walk down, and partly because by the time that you hit this bit you're kind of already stepping to get into bed anyway. But it obviously is, it's a single person room rather than a double room. But also, if people are only staying one night, then that would be absolutely fine. I ended up oiling the top of this one in the Osmo. You guys know that I use the Osmo for absolutely everything, so after I painted it the colour that you guys suggested, I also did the top, and I think this is one of my favourites with it turning out with the Osmo oil, and I literally can't get over how perfectly this one fits in this space. That was kind of just good luck, and to be honest, a lot of the items in this room we already had. So we already had these vases. I got this one at a charity shop. Actually, I got both of those at a charity shop. This cushion here is from La Redoute. I had it down in the living room. I actually bought it for this room, and then as soon as it came in I wanted another one, so I haven't yet ordered another one, but I might. And then I think this one was originally from Zara, though that was last year that I got that one. I love that it has the tassels on it just to add a little bit more texture. Now the video hasn't even gone up yet, but I feel like this print may be a little bit controversial. I feel like some people love it, some people hate it. So when I actually put up a poll, it was quite close as to whether I should go for this print or not. A lot of people, I think it was like, I can't remember, I think it won by maybe like 59%. Anyway, I went for it because I thought it would match perfectly with the greens, and I was originally going to put it in the hallway and put this print up next to the bed, and it looked terrible. It really didn't look good. So much so that actually my mum laughed because she really didn't like this print, and she came over on one of the days that I was putting the room together and I had that print up there, and she was like, Laura, I'm really sorry, but I don't like that one. I now prefer that one. And I think it does go better, partly because it doesn't have any glass on it, so it gives this lovely matte texture. Like, probably because the only light that comes in is through this window, so when the glass was at the top there, you couldn't really see the print. Like, you weren't seeing, especially because a lot of this one here is just clouds and light. It just looked like a blank space. So that's the decision as to why I put that one there. The mirror on the wall was actually from a family member of mine. It's a little bit broken, but still absolutely fine. I'd love to get a few more on the wall, but I'm going to have to look secondhand for that, and that's kind of just tricky at the moment with everything that's going on in the world. So I'll probably leave that for a little while and then see if I can get some more. The throw also, we've had for a while. I think it might have been Laura Ashley again. It used to be on our bed, but I thought it tied in quite nicely. And one of the things that I love the most about this room is this is an old divan bed. I mean, it's not that old, but it's secondhand to us. My parents gave us the 2 divan beds, and I always used to think that you had to get kind of like white valances, and this one doesn't match perfectly, but it's the only one I could find in time. I picked this one up from Dunelm, and I think it goes so much nicer than the white. I'm thinking that I'm going to do the same with the bedroom that we've got downstairs. And then over here, this one we got from IKEA. I thought that this would be a lovely idea because obviously this is a bit more of a guest room. We could put pictures up of the guests that's coming in. I mean, I don't know if that would be creepy or weird. Probably gonna take away the picture of us. But I don't know, I just thought it would be nice that I could leave a few things on there for them. And these I picked up from IKEA, partly just because the colour literally goes perfectly. Like, I just think it's such a coincidence that it works so well. This I've had for quite a while. Charity shop. Charity shop again. This was £2 and I found that and I just thought, what are the chances of finding a lovely ceramic bowl that it is exactly the colour I need? And eucalyptus and vase from IKEA. I do think that I need to cut these down a little bit, but hasn't been a priority as of yet. And then you move across to the chest of drawers, which actually fits really nicely in this space, but also you do have enough space to be able to open it like whilst you're still stood here. I think it's probably quite difficult to visualize how much space there is in a room on video. Sorry if you couldn't hear me because of that. And this is where it gets a little bit messier because I've been using this as my desk space and I am in absolute heaven, having not had somewhere to sit for about 2 years apart from in a messy renovation. It is so nice. I feel so like at peace and zen, as I said earlier, being in here. So let's start over with the wardrobe. The wardrobes were a nightmare to pick up. I think I kind of mentioned I got gazumped on, in the end, 4 wardrobes. Ideally, I wanted to get a wardrobe that went right here to this space. Now I'm quite glad that I didn't because I feel like it opens up the space that might have blocked in the room quite a bit, especially for a small room. And my budget for the wardrobe was £40 and this one was literally £40. And it's pretty actually. I really like the kind of like shaker style to it. You guys suggested I paint it the same colour as the walls, which looks slightly different, but I think that's just the shadowing. And then I also popped on some handles that I got from H&M. These are actually marble and I love that they've got the gold accent, which also picks up the gold of the brackets. And then I also thought it was nice that the little speckle on them kind of picks up the colour of the wardrobes. And because I'm absolutely mad about storage now, I also picked up these baskets in IKEA. They haven't yet got anything in, but I thought these would be perfect for extra towels or extra bedding, general things that I just want to chuck in and be able to hide up here. These wires obviously need to be sorted out. Ollie's going to tack in a big extension lead because I need like a million plugs. There's not enough there at the moment. So I decided to go for this. Instead of getting an extra long wardrobe, which actually in hindsight I'm really glad because this only just fit into Gramps' car, which is like a 4x4. So if I had got one that was even bigger, I think we might have turned up and not been able to fit it in. So this one again is from IKEA. I think it was £45. If I was going to be really fussy, which I'm not, I'd probably change the wood top so that it matched in with all the other wood because the wood there is quite light and the wood over there is also light. And another thing, if I was going to be fussy, I'd also sand and stain these legs the same. So these both are in the Osmo as well from when we had them in London, and I'd do that to the rest of the wood. But I don't think that's going to be a priority when we still have a majority of a house to renovate. But this gives some really nice open shelving, and again, baskets. Right now I do have a spare throw in there, and that's a towel so that you can kind of like hide more junk. And then the shelving was such a good find from Ollie. They were £2 for 6 and this is only 1 cut in half, so really good price for the wood. I think the brackets were from Amazon, again quite inexpensive. And then I really wanted to use this print that you guys picked because I absolutely love it. I'm so glad that it fitted up there quite nicely. And I actually think it makes the room look a lot taller than it is by having a big piece of artwork at the top there. Other things, this one's from H&M, this one's very old, and that one was also from IKEA. The desk I kind of talked through in the video, but I managed to pick up the drawers secondhand for £30 locally, we already had the top and the 2 legs. So it's just a case of cutting it down and making it fit to that area. When we had it in London, we obviously didn't have this unit because I've just picked it up. We had just the 4 legs on all of the sides, and I must admit it did bow a little bit in the middle because of the big heavy iMac. So if you're wanting to do that kind of thing yourself, I definitely recommend getting a unit like this because it holds it a little bit more steady. And this one was another great find. We actually got 2 of these chairs for £50, so they were £25 each. They were originally from Swoon.com and they had the tags on them, so I'm not quite sure why somebody was selling them so cheap, but it was lucky for us. It's kind of difficult to show you the blind, but I'll take it down in a second and show you a little bit better. But the lovely Sandie made this one from the Curtain Boutique, and the fabric is just gorgeous. It goes really nicely with the headboard. It kind of comes down, if I can do it whilst I'm also on camera. There you go, you can see it again now. It comes down so softly and quietly. It just feels so luxurious. I actually usually have it at that point there where you can see a little bit more of it because I quite like to be able to see the blind in the room a bit more. I mean, how lovely is that? I did actually tell Sandie to not worry about a blackout blind because this room is exceedingly dark at night because, well, there's pretty much nothing outside that can wake you up, and the sun doesn't come around here until a little bit later on. And I've basically just plunged us into darkness now. But I love how perfectly, it fits this window. And as you can see, it is pretty dark in here now. But I'll leave Sandie's details at the Curtain Boutique down below if you're interested in getting any blinds or curtains done. I would highly recommend. It totally transforms the room. So yes, that's pretty much the room, I think. Oh, apart from the rug. The rug we had, if some of you guys will remember, we had it down in the living room. We had it in our previous houses, so we've had it quite a while. That one again is from IKEA. And what I wanted to quickly do right now is I'm just going to write down the final budget for the room, because as well I didn't go through that in the video. If you guys remember, I had a £250 budget for this room, and although I didn't stick to it strictly, I have a feeling that I went over. So let's see if I did. Yep, I went over. I don't think it's too bad though. Let me show you, excuse my handwriting. So I originally said 250, which, thinking about it, just wasn't enough going through this list. I ended up spending £354 for the renovation and makeover of this room. So to go through it quickly, I paid £40 for the wardrobe, which I think originally I had £60, so it actually came under in that one. I thought it was 40. I didn't go for a rug, which was £60 in the other one, and I think also the next bit I had was a blind, which I put in £50, but that was very lucky because Sandie very kindly only charged postage, which was £30. The main light was £14.99. I had 20 in for it originally. So actually I am coming under on a lot of these things, but then I just picked things that I didn't originally have. Wall light, I think we went over and I had 20, and that was £25.98. The desk I didn't have anything for because I thought we were just going to reuse everything that I had from the old desk. Oh look, I got a mark on it there. But I mean, it's so nice having this extra storage. Instead, it's worth the £30. Light switch, I didn't calculate that into the last one. I think I was thinking we could just do a white light switch, which we probably had, but I went for a nice black one. The print that I have up there is from Fi. I actually already had the frame, so it would have turned out a lot more than £27.30, and I also had 30% off of that one. They had an offer going at the time, so that's actually a lot cheaper than it should have been. IKEA, well, I definitely went way over there. I probably didn't need to spend on the accessories so much. Like, do I need this pen pot right here? Probably not, but hey ho, I did it now. The cushion on the bed as well, I probably didn't need that, but that was £12.99. Paint, I didn't calculate into the last one, which was silly of me because I always knew I was going to go for paint. I have quite a lot left over for the £25. The carpet was 20. I didn't put that in the last one either, and I also didn't put the lining paper in. So I feel like this was something that were basic necessities for the room that I missed out of the original like price budget calculation.
Anyway, I don't know if that was interesting to any of you, but it was quite interesting to me. I did know that I had gone over, partly because when I went to buy paint, I was like, I didn't put this in my budget, and so on and so forth. So I did know, but yeah, £100 I don't think is too bad.
But also I will just add to that we were quite lucky because we've been renovating for a little while now. We also had things like paint for the walls which were left over, and ceiling, we didn't have to buy anything new for that. We changed like all the electric sockets. We had loads of white boxes. We like bulk bought some at the beginning. Try to think of some other things. We were quite lucky with the carpet. That was pretty cheap for what it was. And obviously we've accessorized with a lot of things that we originally had. The bed and the mattress. Mum very kindly gave to us a while ago. It's been stored in our master bedroom for, well, what, nearly 2 years now. And the bedside table was a hand-me-down from Ollie's dad. So a lot of the furniture. Oh, and the chest of drawers, that was our chest of drawers that we've had now, well, kind of, I think, pretty much since we've been together, so quite a while. And I think this will probably be the last room where we can utilize things that we already have, because we'd only ever filled like a 1 or 2 bed flat, so that's all of our furniture used up now. I just spoke to Mum, and she reminded me of the fact that I still have quite a lot to do to the planter boxes before we put plants in them. Typical me, getting a little bit ahead of myself there. And they're currently sat outside. I'm literally just looking at them and I'm thinking probably the first thing to do, even though actually we've had a few days of dry weather, which has been really nice, I'm gonna bring them inside, make sure that they're definitely dry. And then I've got one bit of trim. I don't know if you will remember, but I'm putting some trim around the edges and painting them the same colour as the house at the front. So I need to bring them in, dry them, sand them, get a bit of trim from this shed, which we already bought, maybe pop to B&Q tonight. So I will be picking you up a little bit tonight. It is this one here, I think, if I can manage. Oh gosh, I've jammed all of these in here now. I'm not gonna be able to get that out. Pretty sure only in our household this would happen. I've come upstairs to get the lighter fire, and I've just noticed that there's this one here. I think it's exactly the same. So I'm also going to take that down in hope that that's another piece for the planters. I'm not quite sure why we got this one though. I'll have to ask Ollie. So to jog our memory, mostly mine because I've forgotten what they were like. This is the planter box that was my inspiration. But what I've just noticed is that they're obviously hanging, and ours are gonna be on a little bit of like, it's stone, our windowsills, and ours have this really big chunky bottom to them. Oops, sorry, hitting there. And obviously if I put the trim on, they're not hidden. So I'm not sure whether to just work with them, or at least for now work with them, and then maybe at some point make them a little bit smaller because they are quite deep. I don't think they need to be that deep. They could be a little bit more seamless. I'm not sure. I think I might have to put all of the trim on, which I do definitely need to get more of. And the bigger one is quite wet. So, I mean, I'm thinking I should have brought these in maybe yesterday, but that's fine. It may just be that we go and get the plants tomorrow, have a nice day, and then do all the hard work at another point. I think that's what we might have to do, because although this isn't going to be hard work, it's going to be work that's going to take like different days. Like I need some time for them to dry, nail gun all of these bits in, and with glue, and I might then have to wait for glue to dry, and then I need to paint them and wait for the paint to dry. So I'm probably talking maybe about like 3 separate days. I'm gonna leave them in the dining room so that it means that I have to get them done, because they'll be here in my sight and I'll be reminded of them every day. If you can't tell, it's quite a lot late now. I'm in my beloved dressing gown, and Ollie got home and then we just lost time, our light. And so I think the boxes are gonna have to continue drying by the fire until the morning, and I will pick you up and see you then, because we've just got to do things. Just said to Ollie, we've got the tiler coming in, which was delayed anyway. Did you order the shower screen, which is like a vital part of the tiling being done? She was like, no, we need that. So yeah, we've got a few jobs like that to do tonight. So I'll see you in the morning.
It is the weekend. We've just had, as you may see, a delivery of our installation to go upstairs. It's not even 9 o'clock yet, and that will be going under all of the floorboards, which we've been planing. Actually, my brother JJ and his partner April came last weekend to help us, and today we're kind of splitting into guys and girls. So the girls are all coming here, and we're going to go to the garden centre, and the guys, my family live in Exeter, and the boys follow the Exeter Chiefs, and I think it's their final match. I probably should know that, but it's something like their final match. So we're all having takeaway tonight, and obviously the boys are watching the rugby, and we'll probably watch a movie or something like that. I've come in here to eagerly await their arrival, literally looking out of the window. Does anybody else do that? But also because I mistakenly, our dining room door is quite hard to close, and yesterday when I went to get the trim for the boxes, I may have left it open, and so it was open all night. And actually we were both commenting last night, sat on the sofa in here like, it's really cold tonight, and Ollie was looking at the temperature and it wasn't that cold outside. So that was the reason. But it's that kind of door that you can feel like you close, because it like goes along the runner and then you kind of like have to push it up, and it looks closed but there's still a gap. Anyway, there's that. So I've come in here. I cannot wait. I'm hoping that we're gonna go for a nice hot chocolate. And I've actually seen on some Insta stories this morning that garden centres have their Christmas stuff out. I'm not even going to be apologetic about talking about Christmas early this year, because I feel like, especially mid-October now, I'm ready for it. I feel like I'm ready. And also somebody else put it's only like 69 days to Christmas today, the day that I'm filming this, and that just doesn't seem like that long away. And I also noticed that quite a few of you were commenting on my autumn video saying that you were looking forward to Christmas decorating, so I feel like you're ready for it too. But on an exciting note on the Christmas side, I have a really exciting competition with Elemis to win this advent calendar, which is the 25 days of spectacular skin, and it is so beautiful. I mean, this makes me so unbelievably excited for Christmas, and I would love for one of you guys to win it, obviously. So the competition is going to be taking place over on Instagram, and the rules are pretty simple. You have to be following myself, Elemis, and leave a comment tagging your friend in the photo. I'll put the photo up here because it will already be on my Instagram by the time that this video goes up, so you know which one it is. But I will make sure to leave all of the details down in the description box. Shall we open it? I mean, I'm quite reserved with like opening things up too much. I like to have the surprise, but I do know from the photos that I've seen that in day 25 is their Pro Collagen Marine Cream, 50 milliliter of it, which I mean is just such a nice present for Christmas Day. Should we have a little sneak peek at number one? Oh, I feel like I'm such a child with these kind of things. I'm like, you can't open it until the 1st of December. I thought I'd show you here because it's a little bit heavy. I found number one, finally. What is it? Ooh, oh, it's a body cream. Sea lavender and samphire body cream. Oh, gorgeous. I want to try one of these. Okay, one more, guys. Just one more, because I don't want to spoil it. Let's go. I'm interested in this shape. Oh, the apricot toner. Okay, so this is actually one of my number one products from Elemis. How funny that I picked that one out. It is so delicate on the skin, which is something that I'm really into, along with at the moment anything that is anti-aging. So the Pro Collagen range is also one of my favorites. Anyway, let's put this away because I want to save this for only a few weeks time now. How crazy is it that by the time that I'm opening this, in just like a matter of weeks now, I'll have decorated for Christmas and we'll be getting all festive. So yeah, super exciting. And I think there's like over 400 pounds. It's like £403 worth of product in here, and they're actually retailing for £175. So the advent calendars are just such good value for money, and they are a bit of investment, but I've had a few over the years and I just adore them. They're such a treat at this time of the year. And they're a really nice way to either stock up on products that you already know or love, or kind of discover products that you may not have found. But yeah, definitely go over and follow me on Instagram and enter the competition. I can't wait to see which one of you win. And to be honest, I just can't wait for December. Am I feeling it early this year, or am I right in that everybody else is feeling like Christmas quite early this year. Looking very blue. I've got my scruffy shoes and I'm gonna sand the boxes. I've got the actual sander rather than me doing it by hand this morning. I thought I might just be able to get it done really quickly before the girls come. And I've got like my nice clothes on underneath. So I'm gonna try and keep them protected as much as I can and on Sandie.
Everybody's gonna go quiet now. Talking about the White Company pyjamas, and we're probably all gonna have matching because April they have the navy and star one that Mum and I have.
Oh yeah, I really like that.
Yeah, I thought you'd want those.
They're so soft.
Oh, turn that down. Yeah, I know. We're gonna go to the garden centre and hopefully pick up some flowers. I've measured with my hand how big the boxes are instead of taking a tape measure. So hopefully we can get the right thing today. Doing a quick pit stop at HomeSense because we were driving past and everybody was like, let's pop in. So we're gonna see April's after autumny wintry things.
Yes.
And I think Mum just wants to have a look. We've gone a little bit mad. I can't hold anything else. We're all picking up some Christmas bits. Mum's over this side, April's over this side. Mum's the enabler over here, telling us to buy everything. This is April's. I've got the little ones and Mum's got a big one there. They've got so many gorgeous colours in here. And now we're just gonna look for some kind of bedding plants to go in between mine. Considering these for our Christmas morning walk. I'd actually think they'd be really great.
I think the
Would the boys wear them though?
no, I actually like these ones. I think so extra.
Oh, it's missing a bit.
No, is it?
It's missing its glitter.
Very extra.
We could get the boys the blue ones. Oh, they're nice. I do like them, guys. I do like them. Oh, I didn't realise these had a nose on them. We have been seriously distracted by Christmas. I think we've been in this section for nearly an hour now. It's like 3 o'clock. We've definitely killed some time, but I have picked up some really nice helleborus. I think about 6 of them to go in the planters at the front, and April and Mum also have some. And we have resisted on Christmas, but maybe coming back for a few things. I think both April and Mum are actually texting. Mum's texting Dad to see if he wants something, and April is texting JJ. Mum wants a picture of me with a bird now. It's the next day and I'm picking the camera up again for a DIY video, but I wanted to sign this one off and say bye. Make sure that you enter the Elemis competition and I will see you in the next one. Bye.